Hey everybody, this is Ben Eubanks, Principal Analyst at Lighthouse Research and Advisory, and today I have with me Maury Hannigan. She's the founder and CEO of SparkStart. I'm really excited to chat with her and share some points with you today from some of the research that we recently did. So we conducted this study, we looked at companies and candidates, and we were really trying to analyze video hiring practices and preferences. And some of the highlights we're going to run through today, 3 quick points. The first one was when we asked about video content, candidates overwhelmingly wanted to see hiring managers in that process. And, this is even more so true for the technical candidates. We looked at that specific demographic. And again, there's not a company I run across that doesn't struggle with that. Maury, what do you think about that?
It makes perfect sense, and it jives with our research as well. If you're trying to pique the interest of a potential candidate and get them interested in the job, you've got to show them the job. That's why they're going to take the job. So the more specific you can be, the more direct you can be, the more they're going to be interested. But they also want it short.
Absolutely. We're not shooting the next Avengers movie, the next blockbuster film. We're just trying to get a hiring manager in front of an audience that wants to hear from them anyway. It's not like they're an unfriendly audience. They want to see and hear from them. So finding number 2. Among active job seekers, employee-generated video is actually rated as more credible than corporately produced, highly scripted videos. People really want that raw, authentic content, right?
Right. They look at the information produced by corporate communications. They sometimes refer to it as corporate happy talk. Mm-hmm. It's just not that credible. They really want to know from somebody they're going to work with, what's the real deal? They want somebody to just talk to them. And you can certainly overproduce these things. When you start doing perfect lighting and screen cuts and all that kind of thing, you lose the authenticity and the credibility. So it's really important to have somebody just talk to them.
It blows me away, really, because people don't want to consume the typical kind of content that's mostly out there on the career sites. And that's one of the kind of the headline of the research that came out was stop with the branding videos. Don't lead with that, because people want to see these other things. And they forget, in a personal sort of sense, what kind of video that they want to see as a consumer as well, right? And so finally, finding number 3, hiring manager videos actually make candidates more likely not just to respond back to a recruiter, but to actually consider applying for that job, to close that loop. Again, it's not just a fun thing for them, but they're actually going to take an action after the fact.
Right. And that makes perfect sense, because what we find is that candidates will actually watch the hiring manager video. If you use the clickbait of, click to meet your boss, people are curious. So they'll click and they'll listen, and you have a chance to talk to them. They won't read a job description generally. If they're not in a job search, if they're not necessarily interested, if you're reaching out to passive candidates, they're not interested, they don't want to read a wall of text. But a 20-second video from a hiring manager, for 20 seconds they're in. And then they've got a reason to be interested. They've got a reason to respond because they've learned something about the job.
Absolutely. They really want that. From a candidate experience perspective, they want that conversation, that interaction, more so now than ever, really, because it's more of a social world that we're just used to generally.
Yep.
Awesome.
They want to put a human face on it.
Absolutely. So, hey, if you want more info on the research, check out LHRA.io, Lighthouse Research and Advisory.io /video study to get more information on the research. Thanks.
Great. Thanks.